Hello, hello, hello! How's it going? This is Ajax, and yeah, I'm going to be doing a step-by-step of my Ruby red emblem, because I was surprised at how many people actually watched it, and I thank you for that. It just makes me very and so happy face. Very happy face. And I thank you a lot for that. And I'm going to be turning off my notifications because I sometimes find it annoying. So, yeah. I'm going to be going back and looking through reference of the actual emblem. Because I'm just going to go off based off that instead of pulling up another picture of it. So, I mean, that's what I'm going to be doing. Barracks. And this is the emblem I'm going to be doing. Right, y'all. Got some other ones too, but whatever. What are some old ones I have? Just the three? El Asuna Kirito. Okay, I had another Kirito, but I already did the tutorial for that. But yeah, the reason I'm doing a step-by-step of this, even though I already uploaded a sped-up version, is that I had a few people ask why I sped it up so much. So apparently they want a slower version, and I'm going to give it to y'all. Yep, that's what we're creating. Recreating. Forget some of the stuff. Like I said, I'll just be going back and forth to reference, so I'll cut out the going back, or you can just, I will just be going back together. It'll just be a fun time. Good experience. Yeah, okay. Discard. Yeah, okay. Okay, first what I do is I start off with a big square. I forget the color dimension, so I'll be right back. I'm going to go get paper and a pencil so I can write down the color dimensions and the color stats, whatever. BRB. Cause I'm looking at you through the glass. Don't know how much time has passed. All I know is that it feels like forever. But no one ever tells you that forever feels like home. Sitting all alone inside your head. How much is real? So much to question. An epidemic of the mannequins, contaminating everything. When thought came from the heart, it never did right from the start. Just listen to the voices, null and void instead of voices. Before you tell yourself it's just a different scene, remember it's just different from what you've seen. Cause I'm looking at you through the glass. Don't know how much time has passed. And all I know is that it feels like forever. But no one ever tells you that forever feels like home. Sitting all alone inside your head. Alright, and we're back. Sorry about that. I was a scrub. Anyway, back to this. Okay, first is a big square. It doesn't matter what type of thing. Or just need to cover up the whole thing anyway. You start over here at the blue, and the color is going to be 0040. And just going to expand like that. Okay. No, I don't want to do that. Sheesh. Okay, next get a circle. Circle, there we go. Just circle high in the sky. Make whatever size you want. Okay, then copy and paste. And then the one behind that, opacity down. I'll just put it down to 40 for right now. Expand it a little bit. I'll put it down to like 20. Sounds about right. 20 opacity, just make it a little bit wider. Kind of gives somewhat of an illusion of an aura around it. A little bit, I don't know. I kind of like it. Let's go ahead and save. Just want to go back and double check. Like I said, I may put this in or may not. Just want to double check. 15. Okay, we'll go down to 15 instead. What spaces are these? 25, 25. Oh, 20. Okay. Discard. Alright, go down to 15. My favorite number. Woo woo. And then. Damn. Well, let me bring up a picture on my phone. That'll actually make this a little bit quicker. I still got my emblems on my phone, I think. Oh, not the Ruby one. Wait, there it is. There you are. Okay. That'll make it a little bit easier. I can see stuff. But still, I'm going to save. I'm asking a lot of this because I haven't made this emblem in a while. Bottoms are these. Okay. Is there another one behind it? Oh, yeah, that's okay. That gives the illusion of that. Okay. Just these two. Discard. You're going to change that around layer options and, like, where the layers are momentarily, so don't have to worry about that. Get this funkified looking object that you saw where it was, and just kind of, we're making snow here. Just kind of make it look interesting. Alright, then the second option would be to... Alright, second option is this thing, and then just warp it, expand it a little bit, and then just do some working with it right here. You can extend it, make it a little bit better, and then just make a just turn it around and keep figuring out until it's the way you want to be. I'm gonna put it back to where it was before, like that little hillside better. Basically, just keep fiddling with it, expand it, contract it, any way you want it. Let me make this one a little bit over. I think that'll help. Damn. I don't need to make that as big. So let's contract a little bit. This is where I got it right now. And we're just going to actually expand a little bit more. I can't remember where. No, it definitely wasn't that. Maybe it was this one. Like I said, going back is tough because you haven't done it in a while. I'm just gonna put this home one up like this, contract it a little bit, smush it, and stick it up there like that. And then I'm just gonna move this one to where I like it more, which is about right there. That looks good. Okay, and just leave those at full opacity. And then the next thing to do would be to the eyebrow, right? Yeah, the highly thick, bushy over eyebrows, yeah. Kind of smush them a little bit. These are going to be our backgrounds for a tree, so you want to put them behind your snow that you just made. And, yeah. Go ahead and copy and paste. And to move it, flip it by pressing the back button. Makes it a little bit easier. Just put them there, and we'll be able to see them better later. By later, I mean now. Next thing you do is for the glow that you saw in the emblem, it's actually this pistol. No, this pistol. Doesn't matter which one. Just take it and turn the opacity down. I think I had it at 24%, around 25%, and just make it super large. And like with some of the objects, when you get them to a certain bigness, largeness, sizeness, humongous, you'll see the edges start to glow. Like, see how it's sharp and now it starts to feather out a little bit? That happens on some of the weapons and maybe some of the shapes. So it doesn't happen to everything, but it happens to some of them. And you can just stick it right behind the trees, and you've kind of got like a fog of sorts. It makes for a pretty cool effect. It's like, just like if you saw the Ruby trailer, which I'm sure most of you that have seen my other emblem video have. Kind of makes for that atmosphere on the tree line thing. Kind of makes it look cool. Just take that, just the trees a little bit, definitely. Kind of just smush them together a little bit more, and then just try to set them and make them look like trees as much as you can. I've had a little bit of trouble doing this, but you can contract and expand at will. Just take some time with it. Take your time. Mess around. Make it look good. You know, because it's Ruby and everything. And just wait until you see an effect that you really like and want, and just take it like that. I'm doing the best I can at explaining. I really am. Sometimes I'm just not sure how to explain. So we have our backdrop. And I know it's a little bit different than what I have. Let me change that by spanning this out. I'm not sure how I got it in here. Let's see. Hermandinger mechanics. I think I made it skinnier. No, free scale, there we go. Skinnier, or just made it like thinner, and just put it up like that, to where it gives kind of an illusion. That's opacity. Kind of an illusion of far away embankment of snow, as you can see on the right side. I'll have to readjust this by making it a little bit smaller, so that it goes together well. Actually, no, I can get it. It looks pretty good like this. Actually, there we go. That looks a lot better. And just lower. I'm gonna re-lower this. There's no need for it to be that high anymore. And raise this one up a little bit. Kind of turn it. This needs to be skinnier. Why you no skinnier? Damn it, I wish I remembered. Yeah, I think I left this like that, and then I put another one of these behind everything. Actually, I put it in between these, I think, yeah. So now we have kind of a backdrop of sorts of a tree. I can just set it up like that, and it looks like some far off trees in the distance. I'll lower the opacity. This one, the opacity has to be up, that's right. Maybe up here? Or maybe the other one. Lesser opacity, and then stick it up in front of something. Huh. That looks interesting. Oh, that doesn't. Spark to ignite, my songs know what you did in the dark. Yeah, that song is stuck in my head right now. Don't know why, but it is. Actually, let's make it a little bit skinnier, a little bit slimmer, a little bit bigger. There we go. That looks a little bit better, don't you think? I think so. Let's continue. Actually, let's make this a little bit. Oh, not that opaque. actually. We gotta make it skinnier, I think. It's weird. You have to like balance the skinniness and stuff, so it looks like trees, but yet not skinny enough, and still. But maybe if I think maybe if I just lower this side a little bit, I can make it work a whole lot better. Yeah, see that gives me a little more leeway, so I can expand. It's like a fast expand. Lol. StarCraft jokes. Okay, I'm gonna leave that for now because I gotta move on. Because I'm already at 18 minutes, and this is why not. Okay. I think we can start with the actual making of Ruby. Okie dokie then. So her boots were made for walking, but that's not what she's gonna do. She's just going to we're going to use this shape right here. Gonna make it red, and the actual thing is gonna be 153. Yeah, 153.00. So this red right here. The red at this spot. Was it this spot? Yeah, this one right there, the third. Pick that one, increase it, make it smaller. You gotta make it kind of tall though, because it's going to be the top and the bottom of the boot, and then just copy and paste right there. I think it's a little bit, might be too big. Let me double check. That looks about right. Okay. We're going to use the same shape. Go to Tools, bring the shape back up, and it's going to be a gray. Did I forget that gray? I forgot that gray. Hold up. Let's back up, save. I think I forgot the color to that gray, or I didn't write it down, so... Or was it black? Did I really have it black? So guys, I had it black. That's why. Okay, let's discard. Alright, so what goes above the boots is black. Just straight up black. Okay, this... And then you gotta tweak this a little bit. It's where you see the red at the top and the bottom. Copy and paste, move it over. Readjust it a little bit to where you get to where you want it and needs to be. Alright, that looks make it a little bit smaller, a little bit bigger. That looks pretty good. Okay, the same shape again. This shape is highly universal, that it would seem to be. I got this number written down. If I can okay. This number is 64, 64, 64. So obviously this one right here. Yeah. Third from the down on the dark side. They have cookies. Don't judge. Okay. Just make it about that shape. Put it behind all the boots that you just made, because these are the legs. We're going to copy and paste. Move it over behind the boots, all the boots, nothing but the boots. Okay, that looks pretty good. And we're going to do some readjustment earlier, later, you know. Alright, now for the skirt. We're going to use a little fur ball known as fur ball, I guess. It's going to be this one again, this red. This red is going to be used for most of the coloring. I'm going to turn on its side, and then I think, let's see. Yeah, I had this about, leggings might be a little too big, so we're going to minimize those a little bit. Make them a little bit thicker, just so you can make them smaller and still looks like the same legs. Okay, just have it like that. Oh damn. Yeah, I'll readjust everything once I get most of the stuff down. Okay, for the skirt, the main portion of the skirt is gonna be a heart. So you go find the heart on here. There it is. The color is going to be the 64. No, 38, 38, 38. 38. 38. No, not 39. 38. 38. Boom. Turn on its side. Minimize it. Squeeze it this way. And then we're just going to adjust and fit the red portion of the skirt until it looks quite decent. Right around there. Okay. And I believe there's also a little frolic on the skirt. We're going to do that as one of the last things. Okay, now for the meat of the body, I believe I remember it as the shape I'm about to go find and look. It's kind of like a half pill shape, if you cut a pill in half. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. This one, okay. Just gonna double check the trees. Yeah, I had 3 of them. And then I had doot. Oh yeah, I did have that there. I don't know. Doing a little bit different than what I did before, but that's normally like how I make stuff. It's hard for me to make the same thing over and over from scratch. Okay, the half pill shape, right there. Okay. Pitch black, dog. Turn it on its upside, and then this is where some readjusting is going to occur. Gotta slim this down a little bit. Turn it over. Because basically this is the body, the chest, torso area. You gotta line it up on the side. And if you want, you can take your hand and cover up all the left stuff, junk that's coming off the left side of her body, because it's going to be covered up by a cape anyway. And you want to make sure it looks kind of accurate. Her legs are kind of short, so I'm going to raise the skirt up. Needs to be more legs. And make the legs a little bit skinnier now. Without seeing I think they're too bulky for what we're going for. Okay, if you want, you can minimize or squeeze in these boots parts. It'll make for better things. Squeeze that in, make it a little bit bigger. Squeeze it in, make it a little bit bigger. I'll go back and fine tune some things later. Okay, that's good enough for now. And then raise this up. Because you don't want the legs to be too short, or else it won't look right. Let's raise up the skirt a little bit more. Okay, now let's go ahead and get the cape so we can start getting that size of right. So the left side, if I remember correctly, of the cape is what shape? What shape? What shape? This shape right here. This half like animal nostril schnosh thing. This red again. Squeeze it. Flip it. Turn it on its side. That's basically what it is. We're going to cover that whole left portion, so if you need to make this smaller and move it over, you can. That's fine. The bottom of the cape should be just under basically where the kneecaps are going to be. I gotta make it a little bit skinnier as well. And then expand. It's going to, like, the bottom of the cape goes about right there. But I guess beginning of the tree line, wherever your tree line is, depending on how big your how big you make your ruby. Sometimes it varies in size. Mine varies in size whenever I make it or remake it. So I got that, and then a shoulder piece. What would the shoulder piece look like? I'm going to go back and look at the shoulder piece because I want to make sure I get it right. So hop along, ba-ding dong, ba-ding dong. What did I use for the shoulder piece? That's the cape, that's the skirt. That's the shoulder piece. There's the shoulder piece. That's what it looks like. Right there. Okay, so yeah, I remember it. Moving on over to the right. To the empty space. E. Okay, this one right here. Choose the red of Ruby. And I think I have to flip it, right? Flip it, squinch it. Sequence ocha. There we go. And you gotta lower this a little bit. Because the illusion here is that it needs to be... You're going to put a hand on her right hip on your left side. And I think the illusion here is that on the left side, where I'm going to be indicating with something, it's like her arm is sticking out, so this is like basically her arm jutting out from the side of her cape. So you have to make sure you line it up right. And this is not... Hold up, I gotta squeeze this in a little bit more. It's just not looking right. Cover that up. And then up there. Let's bring it a little bit more. There we go. There we go. That looks alright. Okay, let's go ahead and do the other side of the cape. What is it? What is it? What is it? Okay, these two. Okay, gotcha. Minnesota Viking horn. Same red that you've been doing before. Did I flip it? Yeah, I flipped it. Flip it once. Squeeze it down. Make it smaller. Not that small. And basically just actually you don't flip it. Okay, my bad. You do not flip the shoulder. You do kind of squinch it down a little bit. And like I said, it's a lot of putting and then adjusting. And this way you don't have to flip it at all. Just make the 2 points tips meet. And kind of just play around with it. It kind of looks like it may be flapping in the wind. Make it a little bit smaller. Bring this out a little bit more. But basically the cape is flapping in the wind here. So we gotta have that illusion. And then for the dark side of the cape, which one was it? I want to say this one, but I think could be wrong. Yeah, it's this one. This nostril looking thing again. And then the dark side of the cape is 51, which is the absolute darkest red that you can pick. Upside down, flip it, squinch it down, underneath basically everything that you made of Ruby. And you can just do this, have it over everything that you need it underneath, and just move it down. Okay. And basically just make this big. The left side, the right side of it is going to be going off screen, so you just gotta make sure it looks alright. Looks alright, right? I hope so. Alrighty then. There we go. That's that one. Let's start doing with the head. So now, this one. Okay, the special emblems that you need to unlock that aren't available in the tool section is this one. The close quarters expert to get a kill with a single round from the shotgun 10 times in a game, and you'll get this nifty looking mask. And then do the same red. And the other one that you need to do is the pistol. I chose the flat pistol, but I believe if you try to make it work, you can make it work with this pistol. But this pistol just has a flatter bottom, so it works a lot better with atmosphere, because you want it to have it as straight as possible. And this one's just the BT3R qualified, just basically unlock the BT3R. Or why am I saying BT? I'm an idiot. B23R. 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 Okay. Unlock the burst pistol. Fuck. Whatever. Moving on. So back to the head. Important things. This one's gonna be a little tricky because this is her hood. There's gonna be one that's a lot thicker. Well, flatter. Copy and paste, and then make this a little bit thinner. Just a tiny bit thinner. a little bit taller, and just kind of readjust. Try to get rid of those little spots on the white, spots of white of the moon on the left and right side of the hood. But if you can't, don't really worry about it too much. Okay, next thing is her actual head. Let me go back and double check on what I actually used. I think there's a couple I was going back and forth on that I'm not quite sure. Okay, just a half circle. Okay, that works. Cause I think I'll show you the ones I was going between. I was going between this half circle and this one, but this kind of has an offset feel to the face, so I just went with this. And damn it, I just realized I forgot to check the color of the skin. Wait, no I didn't. 255, 229, 204. Let's double check, make sure that's correct. If it is, I'm going to be sad face. 255, 220. Ignore me, I'm an idiot. Whatever. Okay. Back to the face and a 34-minute video. Oh my god. Okay. So 255, 229, and then 204. There you go, there's the dimensions of the skin color. Basically, this goes over both the hoods and just kind of readjust it, bottle it, kind of make it look cool. And then you want to back stop to the hood because it's dark in there. You can use either pitch black or you can use the dark shade of the red. I think I used black on this, and I used this shape, the podium shape. I just realized all the shapes had names. Lol. And I think I chose the 38, 38, 38. So let's just go with the 38, 38, 38 and see how that looks. If not, we can always just make it darker, you know. Basically, just turn on its side like that, and then put it behind the head. And then, now we can properly adjust the head so you can see it. Make it a little bit rounder face. I think that looks alright. Now we can start readjusting everything. Wait, did I put this behind here? No, I definitely did that. Okay. Make it a little bit skinnier. Actually, no, don't make it skinnier. Just make it a little bit smaller. Definitely make sure the black part doesn't go above the tan of the head, because it has the. Sorry about that. I just sneezed, as you can probably tell. I'm going to turn it a little bit. Turn it just a little bit. Yeah, it's hard to see on this. I think I'll just flip it. Nah, I won't flip it. I'll re-flip it back. Oh, wait, did I do it a different way? I did it like this. Oh, so... I don't know, that's the same thing. That's the same thing, okay. I'm going mad. Straight up just going mad. Minute details. Okay, there we go. I'm going to readjust the hood a little bit. There you go, because it kind of has an illusion of a hood, I would say. I like to think so. Okay, now we definitely have to adjust the left shoulder. It just doesn't look right. It doesn't feel organic to me. Make it a little bit smaller. Have it lined up with the shoulder. It means we adjust the cape. Make it skinnier and smaller. And move it in closer. And then we have to adjust the skirt, make it a little bit smaller, move it over, a little bit smaller, move it over. Adjust this torso, because it definitely doesn't need to be like that. And it can be a little bit skinnier. This can be a little bit smaller still. This can be a little bit smaller still. Legs can be a little bit skinnier, I would think. Just make the legs a little bit skinnier and then a little bit bigger. Just the tilt on that a little bit more. No, not way, not that much. Something still doesn't seem right. Let's move on for right now. Winding down. Okay, for her left, alright, on our side left hand, which means her right looking at us, I chose the armchair and did the 255, 229, 204 colored. Yeah. And then you just put it under the left side of the cape. There we go. And then basically we kind of have an indication. Okay, it means this has to come over now. Since it doesn't look right, I'm readjusting the cape yet again. Because like I said, this basically has to look like she's clutching her arm onto her hip. Let's see, what if I... Nope, it has to be like that. Can make it a little bit skinnier, I think. How about no onto that? Hold on, let me double check. Is it really what I used? Or I think nope. I think I used this one. Yeah, I really used this one. Yep, I did like this, scrunched it down because it was actually a lot better than the one I tried to do. So this looking shape, and then bam, kind of looks like an arm hand thing. Okay, and on her left hand, I used the squiggles. 255, 229, 204 again. That's the skin shade I chose for this one. And then put it behind everything. Pretty much. That's all you really need. Actually, yeah. And then turn it. Make it skinnier. And then have just a little bit showing. This is basically like another hand right here. This is what I remember in the picture. Oh, the original picture I got it from. Basically like her clutching her other side with her hand. Let's just see how it's comparing so far. Not as good. This one looks a little bit bigger and bulkier, that's for damn sure. It doesn't look as great. These are the steps though, this is exactly what I did. Just not executing as well. Okay, I think I think on the squiggles I chose different. I think I chose back the original side right there, and just did scrunch it like this a little bit, and then whoppa. Looks alright. Let me readjust the guns again. I have 2 layers left, or 1? 2, okay. Save. Running on 42 minutes. Y'all wanted this. I'm trying to give. So I did do this one again. I did this damn it, this symbol, the TAC 45, which basically just unlock the TAC 45 in order to get it. And this is what I did to go in front of the trees for that front atmosphere looking portion, which gives a little bit better motion all the way to the end. TAC 45, bring it down to like 30, make it big, get that fuzz, and put it right behind the snow that you have. Right in, yeah. Oh wait, no, right behind the snow works. And then it gives it kind of like a front atmosphere. Actually, I'll bring the opacity down a little bit more. I'll put it down to 20. No, 25 is good. Gives a front atmosphere to it. Let me raise the level of the back trees. Adjust it around a little bit. Just bring this down just a tad. There we go. Looks a little bit better. Let's raise the level on this. Actually, let's lower this. And then on the one of the... yeah, this one. Let's raise this one. Actually, let's just raise this one. The one back, all the way in the back. There we go. Alright, looking a lot better. I think I'm going to make the boots a little bit smaller, which in turn I'll have to make everything else smaller, which means it'll look a lot better. Where's the legs? Where's the legs? Dim legs. There we go. Skinnier. A little bit bigger, yeah. Skinnier. A little bit bigger, yeah. And then this one, flatten, make it a little bit bigger. Actually, no, not really flatten too much. I need some of that ruffles because they have ridges. Well, let's flatten this down a little bit. I said flatten, not make bigger. Just flatten is all we need. And then turn it and bring this over. I gotta turn these legs. They're not really looking too high where they are. Actually, let's bring in this a little bit closer. Need to bring the feet in. This looks weird when the legs are too far apart and not tilted slightly. Alright, see, I think I made the skirt too high now, so I'm going to lower it a little bit. Just a tad bit. Definitely, like, this cape just seems too bulky at the moment. And I don't know for sure why. Actually, that already looks a lot better. Definitely looks a little bit better now. Damn. Oh, that's right. Let's down. And then in turn, bring the size of these masks down a little bit because they're a little bit big. Lower it just a tad. That's all you really need, is just lowering just a tad. Don't need it too much. Because the masks give a sense of a shape of a hood. That's the main reason why you have them. Just kind of readjust that. And I can make the head a little bit smaller so it fits better. And then readjust this just a tad little bit. There we go. I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller though. That'll work. Bring this over. Oh, that's glorious. Glorious. Oh, it's even better. Yeah, that looks good. Looks a lot better. More better, more better. Okay. Save. Like I said, most of the easy part is getting into the place. The time-consuming part is adjusting and making it look awesome. Okay, now this little part, this little whip on the skirt, is that shape. That little tooth shape. Let's move over. Get the tooth shape. Where's the tooth? There we go. Make it black. Flip it. And put it right around here. Make it a little bit skinnier, a little bit bigger. I'm just gonna put like a slight opacity on, like 85. You don't need it to be totally black. Just kind of readjust. And that's all 32 layers. I really hope this helps. Like I said, it's not the exact same version, because I suck at making exact same versions, but I really hope this helps, and I hope it's what you've been asking for. Yeah. Let's do a quick end compare on it. That's the one I just made. Here's the one from before. This girl looks a little bit shorter, but I think the proportions on both of them are pretty close. I like the proportions on that one a little bit more, but this one's not bad. So those are all the steps. So I hope you enjoyed watching this, and so long.
So long. Stitch wants to say bye. So bye. Bye.